What? This might replace like everything. I know it sounds like a line, but ZAI just changed the game. They just released a completely free open source model that competes with Grok 4, OpenAI's O3, and Claude Opus 4. It is a coding assistant, does deep research, automates workflows, calls tools, the entire works within chat. It is completely free to use, has a massive context window, and offers absolute top tier cutting edge performance for free. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really follow AI news all that closely anymore. I know it sounds a little bit crazy because this is how I make my living, but honestly, I just think it's more of a distraction than anything else. Like every week there's some big deal about like some game changer model that just came out that's going to change everything, and it's only like a little bit better. So it's just a good way to keep your eye off the ball, I find. But this week something caught my attention that might actually meet the hype, so I wanted to share it with you guys, right? ZAI just released GLM 4.5. All you need to know is it's an open source, completely free coding and reasoning model that is directly positioned and competes with OpenAI's O3, Grok 4, Claude Opus 4, like the big heavy hitting powerful models, right? And I started using it and it blew my mind. We did a walkthrough of Anthropic's artifacts a little while ago, and there were some hitches we found where, you know, it didn't quite work the way we wanted it to when we were talking to it in the chat. This doesn't do any of that. Because it's a reasoning model, it thinks through the steps and produces to-do lists so that it knows what to do. It researches what your goal is, and then it goes from there. So I gave it a shot and I really put it through its paces. I even like wanted to mess with it and threw at it some of the things that I was building in Cursor, like my dedicated coding platform, and it kept up. So I'll show you what I mean, and I'll just move my window over here. It's z.ai. Easy peasy. The first thing I did was I generally plan my YouTube videos with the help of AI, right? So for one of the videos I was working on, I wanted to have like a visual presentation, right? So one of the templates it's got is AI slides. I figured, what the hell, let's start with that. So I put the slide presentation in here and I wanted to see what it would do. And the first thing that was really impressive to me was it researched, let's see, so it's doing its to-do list, that's fine. It is looking at process mapping, which is what the next video is about. It is researching best practices. It's taking a look at if I'm right or not before it generates the slideshow, which is amazing. And then it'll look up, you know, different relevant images. And I've never seen anything do this quite like this before. Check one more page. Here, I'll see what this comes to, but I already have one already like built out. So you'll see it built out the presentation for me here. But what was really impressive is as it was doing it, it like checked out all these different references just to learn about what I was talking about and see if I was like accurate. Okay, it's reading articles about process mapping. It's doing all this stuff. Like it's like fact checking me, which I thought was awesome. You know, like making sure that I'm on track. I'm curious what this will come up with, but I'll show you the presentation that I had already. Okay, so I don't know what the goats have to do with it, but the rest of the presentation is like PowerPoint quality and 100% what I was looking for. Right? Common process categories. Like this is what I do. And not only that, it tied it in with my voice, which is like honestly really impressive. So let's see what this guy comes up with. Still thinking. I don't want to keep you too long, right? But anyway, that was awesome. So I thought, what else can I do? Like this is supposed to compete with these crazy coding models. So I thought, what the hell? Especially saw on the templates here, it says full stack. And I figured, let's see what this can do, right? I have this project that I'm working on for a real estate company back in my hometown. And I thought I would just see how close this can get. Okay, so I've been iterating this in Cursor for a little while now. So I figured, what the hell? Let's just give this the whole PRD for that project and see what it comes up with. Okay, and it was bananas. It got us like 90% of the way there, just in one shot, with your market intelligence, your insights into, you know, local market, your content generation, and we're going to tie that all in. That was one prompt. I did have to prompt it to fix an error, but like this is what a lot of people use Lovable for, and this is completely free. I can't get my head around it. Like, how is it producing this with very little extra context, you know, and it's doing it in one or two prompts, and you don't have to pay for it. like blows my mind. Okay, so I'll show you some of the numbers. This is GLM 4.5. Okay, 63.2. Grok 4, their new flagship model, 63.6. This is on agentic reasoning and coding benchmarks. This is up there with the state-of-the-art, cutting-edge agentic reasoning and coding agents on the market, and it's completely free. So I hope you can see what I see, and that this isn't just like another, marginal step forward. This is the best open source model ever, and it's completely free to use and accessible to anybody that wants it, right? Let's see what we got with the presentation here. Oh, there you go. That's kind of cool. Let's see what we got. But like the fact that it thinks through the project and like fact checks me, amazing. Crucial first step, high level map, awesome. Love it. Yeah, this is and then an example of even better. Okay, so I hope you can see the value here, right? And that's z.ai. Try it out. I know that some of the other creators on YouTube were trying this stuff out, and they made like really simple games and stuff like that. Like, try, what can you come up with this? I don't know. I'm honestly like speechless. It does have an API, so you can use it with N8N and different no code platforms. But just for like a one-shot tool, like I'm gonna take this I'm out of usage, dang. It can only do one at a time. I see. So there's a drawback. But I'm going to take this real estate thing that it gave me, and I'm going to punch that into Cursor and just like clean it up a little bit. But like, that was so easy. Anyway, man, I'm dragging this out, but I hope you can see the value in this tool. It's not just another headline. Like, this actually moves the needle. Like, the coding it's doing for free is mental. I can't wrap my head around it. So anyway, if you come up with anything awesome with this tool, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'd love to see what you work with. If you have any interest in using these tools to make your own money, I've got a link in the description on how you can do that. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.